Hi everyone, welcome. I hope you're feeling happy and you've had a joyful time. I moved into my allotment yesterday. I didn't move into my allotment, but I was given the go-ahead to start work on my allotment yesterday, so that was good. I did some um, smudging and I hung a little candle from the apple tree that's there. So bring on the journey of the allotment with the Twin Flame Union. So I plan to do some readings from there in future. Possibly I'm going to make a twin flame tree somehow with some, little ribbons, and you can request that I place a ribbon and a message on the apple tree for you in my new allotment. So that's something we're going forward with. But today I just wanted to find out what the divine masculine is dreaming of, because apparently he's getting downloads of us. He's trying to distract himself from us by doing work, but in his downtime, when he's just before he's going to sleep, he's getting visions of us and downloads. So I'm curious to know what those are, those dreams. So I'm going to do a reading on that and try and get some insight into what his dream images are and see if they match up with, the messages that we've been getting in our intuition. So, with that said, I have a dream oracle here. I'm going to start off with that and get the general. This one is called the Angel Dreams Oracle Cards by Doreen Virtue and Melissa Virtue. So it's obviously by Doreen and her daughter. So yeah, I have been feeling, I did a lot of shearing yesterday in the allotment, so muscles are hurting, and also the backs of my legs. So maybe my shuffling is going to be a little bit laboured, I don't know. But I got quite a bit of work done, and no, that's fine, that's okay. My shuffle muscles are absolutely fine and in good working order, I'm happy to say. I hope I'm loud enough. Let me just check the volume. There, I think that's louder. Anyway, so what is the divine masculine dreaming about in terms of his divine feminine? What is the divine masculine dreaming about his divine feminine? What downloads is he getting regarding the divine feminine? Spirit of dreams and insight. Give us the messages that we want to hear regarding what the divine masculine is dreaming about in terms of the divine feminine. Thank you. Okay, so what is in the dreams of the divine masculine in terms of how he's dreaming of the divine feminine? What are in his dreams? Thank you. We have one card there. Yep, one card. Another one there. What are in the divine masculine's dream about the divine feminine? What is the divine masculine dreaming of when he dreams of the divine feminine? Okay, so we've got 4 cards. We've got here bathroom, cleanse and clarify. Okay, so this is about cleaning, cleansing and clarifying. So that's the bottom of the deck of the dreams. So it could be that he's dreaming of clearing old negative patterns, letting go of shite. Right, so what we've got here in terms of cards, the first one we have is dancing, self-expression and movement. These are dreams, okay? These are what the dreams are telling you. So let's see if we can see inside the dreams of the Divine Masculine. Spring. It is springtime. Awakening, projects and renewal. Awakening, projects and renewal. Then we have the Lady's Mantle. Mother, healing and alchemy. That's a plant, I think. Mother, healing and alchemy. So this is what his dreams are. It's amazing cards. And then we have the dream of the white, source, divinity, enlightenment. So these are the elements of his dream. You know, when you go into a dream, there are different elements that they seem unrelated, but when you put them into a story, they seem to make sense. So maybe his dreams have involved dancing with the Divine Feminine, in a way in the springtime, in a beautiful garden, and growing flowers and divinity. Right, so what does his dreams, okay, so what does his dreams mean? What does his dreams mean? Dancing, self-expression and movement. So he feels that a Divine Feminine is the way towards renewal and awakening. This is renewal and awakening, springtime. He feels, obviously the dancing is in a very feminine aspect. He feels she is the awakening aspect. So the dreams he's getting are that these very positive dreams of freedom of dancing, freedom of expressing himself, of their selves, which is creating a sense of renewal in his dreams, a sense of awakening, insights, messages coming in. And here we have pink flowers, we have pink here, coming in from the source, divinity, enlightenment. So his dreams are messages of enlightenment about the Divine Feminine and the mother of healing and alchemy. So she is the key to his awakening through the alchemy of dance. There you go. We got it. So she is the key to his divinity through the alchemy. Where's that alchemy card gone? Oh, here we are. She is the key to his divinity, source, enlightenment, through the alchemy of dance, which helps him to feel renewal. So it's the source of his awakening. So his dreams are the source. About the Divine Feminine is she is the alchemy through the process of dance, and his awakening through source energy. So he's been given messages in his dreams that she is his divine destiny, the awakening that he's looking for. This must be, you know, like if he's trying to avoid it, it must be very disturbing for him, because, you know, these dreams are telling him very clearly that she, I mean, alchemy and awakening go together, right? Alchemy and awakening go together through being connected through the divine source, through dance. When you dance, your self-expression and movement is you're connected to the divine, and you can very often through dance alchemize any issues. It's a way of transmuting energy. If you look at dance movement medicine, it is a way of clearing negative energies and going through the process of awakening and renewal. And that is what the dreams about the Divine Feminine is basically saying. She's going to be the one that's going to encourage the self-expression through the divine source. So allowing him to express his spiritual side, his enlightenment side, through processing certain things to alchemize those and help him come into a new sense of awakening, which is unavoidable, really, because when you think about your dreams, they are the next sort of task that, well, I know for me they are. My dreams sort of are the general meetings I have with my team, and they tell me where I'm going to be doing and what I'm going to be doing next. So if you go by this, in terms of, because this is a reading about the dreams of the Divine Feminine by the Divine Masculine, you know, there's a clarity being brought through, because here we have the bathroom cleanse. There's a clarity and cleansing going on through this process of alchemizing dance and healing through movement. And then the next story under that is summer, so taking action and fruition through the intellect, and then spirituality, wisdom and humility. And then vital force. So yes, vital force of information, dream, time and soul travel. So these dreams are a vital source of information that are going to lead to the ultimate spiritual evolution and wisdom of him taking action as they come down into the 3D after clearing the old energies. So so that's the story underneath the dream card deck, which is great. It's nice that he's dreaming of us in these ways. I think he's getting these messages down that haven't quite maybe seeped into his physical environment yet, but these dreams are very significant in terms of the importance of the evolution of his spiritual awakening and healing, because, you know, the deceit card has been coming up a few times in the past recently. You know, the fact that he's deceiving himself, and his true self-expression is perhaps through being with the Divine Feminine in ways that are destined. So, okay, so having those dreams, now let's say he has these dreams, they're coming through. Now, if you were having these dreams and you weren't awakened, and you'd be at the sink, like washing up, saying, I had a funny dream last night, and you put it together and you're like, oh, right, that means that. So you get this insight, okay? And then you get this, you go, okay, that was what the dream meant. So then you'd want to know what was the energy around it, right? Because that's what when I ask people about their dreams, I say, how did it make you feel? So the next card we're going to use is the Energy Oracle deck. So how did this dream make the Divine Masculine feel? Did it make him feel fearful, joyous? Let's see. How did this dream make the Divine Masculine feel? Because generally when you're interpreting dreams, the idea is to go with the feeling. If you study Jung and his dreams analysis, you look at the different symbols, it's all about symbolism. And I've got a card in here that's kind of like shouldn't be there. Patience and planning. Right, that was from yesterday. I don't feel it's related to this reading, I'm sorry. Okay, so let's keep going. That's because I had so many cards out, I got kind of card blinded. I put them back on the wrong deck. Never mind. Good job I found it. So what is the energy that Divine Masculine is feeling in terms of this dream? How did this dream make him feel? Because obviously we don't know what he's dreaming, but we're getting this from the cards. And now we can look at the energy. What is the energy of the dream for the Divine Masculine as he dreamt this dream of the Divine Feminine? Okay, so what is the energy of this dream? What is the energy? How did this dream make the Divine Masculine feel on the inside? What was the truth of this dream? So we'll look at the energy, then we'll look at the meaning of the dream, and then we'll look at the possible action he might take on the basis of this dream come through, either consciously or just being guided to take that action. But first of all, what is the energy of this dream? How did it make the Divine Masculine feel? That's one card. Any more cards for the energy of the dream? How did the dream make the Divine Masculine feel? Spirit of love and light and dreams. How did it make the Divine Masculine feel? Thank you. Any more cards? How many cards do we have for this energy reading? Understanding the feeling of the dream within the Divine Masculine. Thank you. And one more card, please. One more card. Well, two more then. Okay, we'll go with that. So the bottom of it, we've got number 27, walking away. Okay, so how did the dream make him feel? A sense of walking away, looking back. So there she is looking back. Now, has she just left that gate and she's walking into the unknown? Seems to be very light and she's wearing bright pink. Or that is the Divine Feminine and she's saying, I'm going to walk away from you so that you come closer. I don't know. Let's see what the cards say. So these are the last two. Okay. So what do we have? We have all tied up. I'll tell you the cards and then I'll put the story together as usual. All tied up. We have Angel of Love. We have the Victory card. We have the Temple Path, again, keeps coming up. And we have the Patience card. Again, this is divine timing rather than patience. If you reframe this to think divine timing, it's a much better way to think of it than having patience, because patience feels like you're stuck and you're staying there. Divine timing means that things are still moving and that you're going towards it and it'll happen. So try to rethink. When you see that word patience, just think divine timing, and that will help lighten up your mental body a little bit. Because how many times have we seen that card, patience? We need patience every time we see the patience card. Right, so the story is, okay, so let's have a look at the story. We've got the Temple Path, we've got Victory, we've got Angel of Love all tied up. Right, so we've got the dancing here with the freedom of expression, self-expression and movement. Obviously the opposite card of that is all tied up. So the energy, the question is, how did the dream make him feel? Right, so we're going to go for the story. Right, I feel the energy is he's feeling all tied up and he needs to have patience, because what he desires in the dream is the temple, with his angel of love, which is the divine feminine. And I feel the dream made him feel victorious. So dreams often have a beginning and a middle and an end. And they say the first bit is the past, the middle bit is the story, and the bit before you wake up is the outcome. So I feel this is the outcome. The victory is the outcome. You know, he gets his girl. But there's a feeling of like he's all tied up. He wants to be free, but he needs patience because to get to the temple. But in the end, he gets the girl, he gets the victory. So the dream made him feel like there was a, hope, and that there was a way out from this. That's what the dream made him feel like. Okay. So in his waking life, he's feeling restricted. And then perhaps he's in a quest for, oh God, let this stop, you know. Showed him this dream and the story and the evolution and the outcome of the dream. So that's the energy, feeling victorious, realizing he needs to allow things to unfold naturally. And I think that goes with the healing, you know, mother healing happens naturally to enlightenment and awakening and renewal. So yeah, renewal, victorious, awakening, awakening in love, self-love, divine love. And here we have, oh, this is very nice, look at this. We have the source energy with the divine temple path, so those two go together of the story. And then we have the spring awakening projects renewal with success in love. So he feels he's going to be successful in love. So if he's been wondering whether or not to contact the divine feminine, whether he feels he's lost her because he's not been in contact for a while, and that's been making him feel like he can't express himself to her, then perhaps this dream is saying it's okay, everything's going to work out fine. And so now he feels perhaps a little bit more assured in his waking life through the dream, if he is following his intuition a little bit more better, as other readers have been saying, and my last two readings have said. So that's good. So the dream was a lovely story. Nice one, that's just beautiful little message. It made him feel this story going through, feeling victorious at the end, giving him greater hope. So that's the feeling. Now what we're going to do is look at the meaning of the dream. What is the meaning? So you get a feeling, don't you? But you don't always know what the meaning is. So we're going to look at the meaning. Right. So wisdom is good. Dreams often impart their wisdom. So we're going to use the wisdom of the hidden realm to ask what was the wisdom of the dream. So this was like the movie of the dream. When you watch a movie, it makes you feel a certain way. So we've got the feeling. And then you look into the story and just say, what was the meaning of that story? So we're going to look at the meaning of the dream. What was the meaning of the dream that the divine masculine dreams about the divine feminine? And notice how this cards have come out as very genetic to a collective set of twins. And we can all interpret these in all many different ways. And when you're interpreting dreams and you get the same symbols, two people can dream of the same symbol, but it can mean totally different things depending on how you've encoded it in your system of experience. So what is the wisdom of this dream? What is the wisdom of this dream? Thank you, Spirit. What is the wisdom of the divine masculine as he dreamt this dream? So we've got 2 cards there. What is the wisdom of this dream? What are the wisdom messages of this dream? Nice to be able to look into the divine masculine's dreams. Any more cards for the dream, the wisdom? Yes, 1 more, that's it. Happy with that. Right, so we have the Spirit Whisperer, divine guidance, higher knowing. So the wisdom of the dream is divine guidance and higher knowing. The Spirit Whisperer. So this was what's going on. Spirit was whispering this dream into him. Beautiful. Love that. And you've got the 3, which is angels helping you, and the 3, the Holy Trinity as well. So we'll put those back there. And let's look at what we've got. Right, so straight off we have the hungry ghosts, the obsession, scarcity consciousness and attachment. The hungry ghost, this is where those ego thoughts, yeah, this goes with the tied up card and the lack of being free. That goes with that sort of bit. We've got the Lady of the Mirror, reflection and non-judgment, which is 44, which is a lovely twin flame number, 44. We've got the Lady of Gift, generosity, receiving and withholding. So that's giving and taking, gifts, all right. And then we've got the Winged Wise Ones, angelic help and miraculous aid. So what does the story actually mean? What was the wisdom of this story? The wisdom is, even though you're feeling scarcity conscious with these hungry ghosts, you can reflect upon these ideas without non-judgment, without judging them, in a way that's impartial. Step back, being in the mirror, look in the mirror and see the reflection of these illusions, the wisdom of this, knowing that the Lady of the Gift, so it's a wisdom, non-judgment. We're looking at the dream, we're looking at the energy. So the wisdom of the dream is, well, when you look at source, divinity, enlightenment, let's see, awakening, renewal. We've got angelic help and miraculous aid. So they two go together. So the 2 wisdom messages are, yes, there are fears and thoughts about, gosh, no way this can happen. If you reflect on it non-judgmentally, the universe will give you the gift of miracles. Yes, that's what's going on. Miracles can happen if you reflect in the mirror with non-judgment and be generous with your openness and allow love, you know, the idea of love to come in. So where you've been feeling held back, wanting to express, these ghosts were ringing in his ears, the hungry ghosts, and the reflection is the healing part. The reflection is the part where divine time and patience needs to come in, because it takes time to process a lot of those fears. And then obviously the gift is the reward, is the victory. The gift is the love, you know, when he gets the girl in the end. And the Winged Ones is the angelic help with the miraculous aid. So the wisdom, so they go like that, I feel. Hungry ghosts are there, but with reflection and non-judgment. Allow divine timing to heal your soul, to heal these feelings of restriction, and miracles will happen without judging, without attachment and all of that. Because here's the attachment card, you know, when will it happen, ego, blah, 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 or fear. Letting go of that through non-judgment and reflection allows divine timing and healing to do its natural thing. And then you've got angelic help, you know, source does its thing in the background. It's the allowing part of the law of attraction, right? This is the allowing part. Allow, and then miracles happen, and you get the rewards, the victory, the gift of love, renewal and awakening. So that's the wisdom of the dream. So very, very positive. Victory of love, which is the gift you've been wanting. So we have the dream, we have the energy, we have the wisdom. Any suggestions about what next energy? So when you have a dream, you want to know the feeling, you want to know what the wisdom is. How is it going to manifest in the physical? That would be a good one to ask. So let's look at the Earth Magic deck. Let's look at the Earth Magic, which is very earthy. If you have any other suggestions, I tell you what, I just had an insight. Let's just do Romance Angels. How is it going to manifest in romantic? How is the romance going to manifest? How is this dream going to manifest the romance and love that he's been wanting, or he is wanting, or that the dream showed him? Because he's, you know, maybe he's not wanting it at the minute because he's trying to distract himself through work. And so this dream, what is the manifest love message in the physical? How is this going to romantically manifest through the angels of love? Okay, so Spirit, do your best work on this one. Let us know what the miracle of love, miracles of love. Is there a song called that? Somebody put the link to that song. Is it A Miracle of Love? Is it Annie Lennox? I think she did that song. Is that correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh my word. The first one we get is the honeymoon. That is how he wants it to happen physically. He wants the honeymoon. Okay. Now that doesn't mean you get married. It could be, you know, just going on a lovely trip together. The miracle of love. Does anyone know that song I'm talking about? Just type yes or no in the chat, in the comments. What is the wisdom of the dream? The meaning and the energy? How is it going to manifest in love? How is it going to manifest in romance? Spirit, give us the cards that we need to see, we'd love to see, or that the dream would want us to see. What is the energy of the dream for the love romance? That's another one. Any more cards? Oh, I think this one wanted to be shown. And are there any more cards? Do we have any more cards? Any more cards? Going once, going twice, going 3 times. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So the dream is going to manifest in him feeling optimistic about his love life. And he's going to decide to think positively instead of thinking he's lost all hope in terms of this restricted feeling. He's going to, and these hungry ghost whisperings in his ear, he's going to instead, because of this victory card, he's going to change his thinking to be staying optimistic. So the wisdom of higher love and spirit is giving him those messages. Now let's see what romance angels we have here. Right. Unbelievable. First card, as we know, is the honeymoon card that came out. We also have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Somehow, don't know how, for my twin anyway. And very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So we've got the very soon card. And here we have the engagement card. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So this dream indicates and will manifest it romantically in this story. So let's see what the romance story is. So religious factors may have been the thing that was making him feel restricted, you know, the morals of being a good Christian or a good whatever, saying, oh, you can't do this because it's against, you know, it's just been encoded in their religious upbringing for years and years and years and years, and it's like unconscious. But the dream's coming in now to say, actually, all of that's baloney. The hungry ghosts are saying, you know, you can't do that. So it could be the hungry ghosts are of a religious nature, right? So let's just think that for an idea. And then we've got, so we've got engagement, honeymoon, and very soon. So lovely cards, higher level of commitment here, stay optimistic, higher level of commitment with engagement. Right, so here we've got the religious factors maybe causing the restriction and the freedom of expression. So that's why he dreamt of dancing, to free him up a little bit. We've then got the engagement, which would be you know, after reflecting on everything would be, yes, I'm ready to commit to this higher love. I'm ready to go for it. So divine timing will perhaps manifest this in a desire for a higher level of commitment. This dream may be giving him that download that he's coming into a period where he's ready to release those fears of religious factors or whatever it is, the beliefs, and he's going to be ready coming into a higher level of commitment, engagement. Then from that, realizing that he's overcome his fear and miracles can happen, we say yes, and then we go on the honeymoon period. We say yes, we go and celebrate, and then, you know, we do it very soon. So it's very soon. Clearly decide what you want. So this dream's going to help him to get more clarity on what he wants, so that very soon he makes this commitment. I'll put that there. He makes this commitment to the higher level. So when you when you ascend to a higher level of love and commitment, it's because you're ascending to a higher level of commitment to source, which is what the dream is saying. So I feel this one goes on the third one. And then the honeymoon is the renewal and the gift and the victory is the honeymoon. So in essence, the divine masculine has had this dream that's given him a sense of hope, made him feel hopeful. He stays optimistic. The spirit has whispered in his ear, stay optimistic. This walking away card, how is that victory? That the underlying message of the walking away is walk away from the negativity towards freedom. Walk away from that gate of restriction towards the freedom and the victory, even though you don't know when or where. Expect the miracles. The wisdom is, you know, expect the miracles, reflect in a non-judgmental way, and it'll manifest in very soon a higher level of commitment and a honeymoon. So yeah, that is the that's what the divine masculine, when he dreams of us, these are the messages that are coming down and are going to be giving us those messages. He's giving him those messages, and we'll do a Rumi card to just sort of bring it into a love message, a message of love. This is absolutely amazing that the divine masculine is getting dreams that are showing him the way to romance and ultimate engagement and honeymoon success. So Spirit, Love and Light, can we please have a message from the Rumi cards? Give us an overall message of the dream, to see whether we combine the two from the dream space down to the reality space, how it's going to manifest. Let us have that message now. Thank you. So Rumi, let us have that message. Which card do you want us to have? I quite like these dream readings, actually. Could do these every night. Ooh, that one just went like that. Right, so we've got the Hand of Fatima at the bottom. And the card we have is Layla. So Layla, let's read the card. Feeling rather tired today because of all the work on the allotment I did. Quite a lot for a first go. Now, just imagine that the dreams are crazy things, they don't make sense. So this is Layla. Put aside your clever schemes, O lover, be mindless, be mad, dive into the heart of the flame, become fearless, be like a moth. Turn away from the self and tear down the house, then come and dwell in the house of love. Be a lover, live with lovers. Clean your chest from all hostility. Here we have the bathroom cleaning card. Wash it 7 times, then fill it with the wine of love. Be a chalice for love, be a chalice. You must be all love to be worthy of the beloved. When going to the gathering of drunks, be a drunk, become drunk. Your thoughts take a course, dragging you in its wake. Move beyond thought. Let your heart lead. Be the leader. The leader of the dance. That's another sort of Christian thing, or Jesus, I am the Lord of the dance, said he. And I'll take you all wherever you may be, and I'll lead you all in the dance, said he. If I remember rightly from school. Your thoughts take a course, dragging you in its wake. Move beyond the thought. Let your heart lead. Be the leader. When the grace of love is revealed, be a mirror to reflect it. And here we have the grace of love to be a mirror, to be in that state of grace, to reflect the things that come from the dance as you clean. This is perfect, perfect Rumi card. Be a mirror to reflect it. When the beloved's hair is loosened, brush it like a comb. Be a comb. Beautiful. Here's the channeled message from Alana Fairchild. How I long for my thoughts to no longer make any sense to me. That's the dream, okay? Then I can be rid of them, like noisy house guests who have overstayed their welcome. Oh, the peace when they finally go. Their incessant chatter brings me no comfort. I crave the silence of you. Will you let me hear it? Will you run through the noisy house of my mind with your great muddy feet, so that I can focus on something other than my mind for a while? Maybe you can make such a mess that I shall give up my plans and attempt at order completely. Just give in for a change. It's time for that. To give up my ridiculous fantasies of perfection, useless, noisy, irritating, demanding, and yet deadening perfection. I'd rather just be alive. Here we are, renewal and rebirth, the feeling of alive. I want to plant my head in the earth, in the same mud that sticks to your feet, and breathe in her rich soil smell. That would be the allotment then. I want to feel her heart beating in the quiet movements of the roots of the plants as they stretch and grab and stop my ears with her fertile dirt. Finally gaining peace from the constant infernal racket of thoughts no longer wanted. Oh, beloved, how you are to be envied. You are being given the gift of no self, no noise, no sense. The great beloved truly wants you to be closer than ever to the wild universal heart. In that field of love, every electronic device goes haywire, systems collapse, worlds collide, and great stars are born from the chaos. But the real you will sense none of this. You'll be staring at your beloved, so intoxicated by love, your tongue will loll out of your mouth and you'll drool like a bloodhound, and you won't care a hoot. He uses that term, actually, my twin says, I don't give a hoot. Neither will the great beloved. Such will the passion of your reunion be, that the only thing to matter will be the one great love exploding inside your being. So who cares if you have no idea what day it is? What was your job supposed to be again? Or how to make conversation, let alone intelligent conversation at the dinner table? Ah, well, you shall not be yourself any more. You shall not be so appropriate or sociable. Wow, this is very, very apt. Who understands crazy words that fall out of your mouth unchecked by logical rationality? I do. I know the beloved too. I am under the same loving spell. I, like you, have no I anymore. I, like you, am so crazy with love that I care not for things that make sense anymore. I, like you, long for my night of love with the great beloved. That's the honeymoon. That's the honeymoon. I, like you, long for the night of love with my great beloved that ends me forever and renders me only and ever the lover of the great beloved. I call that night forward from my love-crazed heart, as you do, that Laylat al-Qadr, the night of destiny. Let us run together and pound on the bedroom floor of the great beloved. There is no shame, there is nothing else worth holding on to. Let us go now, throw ourselves upon the goodwill of the Creator. Our hair shall be messy and mingle with the curving galaxy, and planets shall grow rings around them, becoming the many eyes of the great beloved, delightfully bearing witness to our loving, passionate surrender. This oracle brings you a message. You are moving through a period of not knowing, of time in the great void or womb of the Divine Mother. This is the dream. telling him he's spending time now in the womb of the Great Mother. It is in this place the seed can crack open and take root. And also I keep talking about the allotment and planting seeds. So again, this is very appropriate. This cannot happen in the light where all is seen and recognized. It must happen under the cover of darkness, where only trust can assure one of success. This is the way of nature, the way of life, and it must be honored. This oracle brings you ancient wisdom. It guides you not to fear the darkness, but to enter into it willingly. It is not for you to become lost, but to find your way. This oracle is saying that in the darkness there is the path. And there's the temple there, the temple path. I can't say this word. Pariki takwat. I don't know what that means. Do not turn away from it. Let it be. Be with the lack of knowing. When people ask of you so many questions and demand sensible answers to support their notion of reality, do not bow to such unworthiness and fear. Know that their minds may be fearful for your safety, and their own, lest your divine madness be contagious, but that their fear is nothing to you, nothing at all. It is not even anything to them, but they just don't know that yet. Under the sacred black cloak of night, this is why he has the dreams, the Divine Mother, the Goddess, she who transfigures from darkness into the light, has invited you into her chamber. In that place you shall experience annihilation, but only that of which is untrue, that of which would hold you back. So the hungry ghosts, the religious things. Dampen your spirit or prevent you from bursting into full aliveness, full life. Here's spring. For that which is true is already seated deep in her womb, and is preparing to be born, strong with good powerful legs. So when it is time, it will leap like a wild creature. Here, the dancing, leaping wild creature. It will leap like the wild creature, all instinct and intuition into the morning light, a new dawn, a new day, a new spring. For this moment, however, there is darkness, and that is essential for the appearance so imminent, beloved, of the light on its way. This oracle brings you guidance. If you find yourself to be sad, to be grieving, whether you know for what or not, or even depressed or struggling, feeling as though you are being pulled down, do not fight, bear witness instead. Allow what is taking place to take place. Allow what is happening to happen. You shall find joy in allowing the interplay of darkness and the light to take place according to a greater unfolding of rhythm. And here we have the Divine Timing card. Greater unfolding of rhythm. I've lost my place. Beside you should find a ground. Interplay of darkness taking place according to a greater unfolding rhythm of your own divine growth process. Yeah, this is absolutely spot on, amazing. So sacred honouring ritual. This is for the Divine Masculine. Say out loud, I honour the darkness that serves the all-loving light. Through the grace of Rumi and the Divine Mother, I am blessed with the growth of my soul into life. Even within the darkest of dark places, the Divine Beloved dwells with unfailing generosity. And we had that generosity card, didn't we? Here with the gift. This is all coming together. I love it. This is amazing. With divine generosity and compassion, in my surrender, I am held, and in my darkness, the seed of new life takes root, so be it. And I have been talking about my new allotment and planting seeds and growing the twin flame union. Rest for us feels good. You have completed your honouring ritual. So I've been talking about planting seeds. So this is it sums up everything that I've just said in the reading. It sums up the whole thing about my new allotment and being able to plant seeds. And there's an apple tree there where there'll be a twin flame tree. I'll be doing readings from the allotment in the summer, and perhaps tying ribbons or putting little twin flame messages into the tree to grow those twin flame unions. So if you would like me to put a twin flame message in my little allotment tree, look out for readings coming from the allotment. And I don't know how I'll be doing it or whatever, but the idea is to make a twin flame tree to grow these unions. That's what I would love to see happening. So I'm so excited. And this is kind of like a little bit like my allotment. Maybe I'll get a gate like that. And here's a woman holding a coin as well, and a woman holding a heart as well, and an angel of strength. And boy, did I need strength yesterday to cut down those, not trees, but you know, I had to shear the grass, very overgrown. So this is great. The Divine Masculine is dreaming of hope. He's listening to his spirit. He's healing in divine time. He's being given the source to enlightenment through the winged ones, and he's been given hope. He's staying hopeful, and it's just amazing. Perfect. This is exactly what we want the Divine Masculine. He's being prepared in the dark so that the seeds can grow into the light. So where's that summer card gone? Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? Here it was. So roll on the summer. It's going to come to fruition with the action and the intellect. And we're going to be having that honeymoon. So I know it's a bit of a long one, this one, but I really felt I wanted to know what was the dreams Divine Masculine was having, and I'm very happy with the whole message, and I'm very happy to allow divine timing to do its thing, because when you plant a seed you have to wait for things to happen. You can't rush the apple tree or the strawberry, or so it's all good. Right, lots of love. Namaste. You'll have to watch this back again, I'm afraid, if you've just joined, but it should be fun. It's a whole story, and it's fantastic. So lots of love to you all. Blessings. Namaste. See you later.